Hi there, my name is Eli and welcome back to my channel, Draculasia. And in today's video, I am going to be taking a look at the brand new Monster High Core Refresh Frankie Stein doll. I think they look stunning, look at them. I'm so excited to open this doll. And I got this doll from Paul's Mart. He is a online retailer. He also sells in person in California, but he's available online. And it's kind of just like a small, independently ran like toy shop, but I think he orders directly from Mattel. So he tends to get a lot of Monster High G3 dolls in early. So that's where I got this doll. I paid $30, but they will retail for $25. And they've actually already been like popping up at Walmart in person, and they were available for pre-order on Amazon. So if you are eagerly anticipating these dolls, they should be out soon, like soon. So keep your eyes peeled. But that is where I got mine. The downside is, I don't get to pick their faces, but I was willing to roll the dice and I got really good screenings for all three. I also have Laguna coming out next. So yeah, I think the screenings look really good. But maybe it's also just a testament to G3's like quality control getting better, I hope. And I really like to format my videos with these like core refresh dolls by comparing them to their original release. So here is the original core Frankie Stein doll. This is one of the more updated versions with like the long neck, which really suits Frankie very well. And I will compare them side by side so we can take a look at the evolution of Frankie Stein. You can kind of already see right off the bat, like this to this, we're kind of going from like prep to like alternative, more scene, and I really like that. Don't get me wrong, I do like this preppy style, right? I like the tennis like pleated skirt and the varsity jacket and like the little sweater vest with the collared shirt. Like it's really cute. But I think this is also really fun. Like I love the patchwork kind of playing into the Frankenstein motif. I really am so excited. I like the darker makeup. I think they look so freaking cool. So I will also show the box off real quick before I open them up. Kind of standard packaging. It's not my favorite packaging still, but it gets the job done. There's some updated artwork. Look at them. Stunning. WotC still looks kind of silly though. Yeah, I don't like this WotC. Could be better. And there's the doll, accessories, backpack, WotC. And then on the back, we get a closer shot of the artwork. I like the Darko artwork. I think on, some characters it looks better. Like this Laguna looks a little strange to me, but Frankie looks really good. And then their biography says, Monster type, scary smart Frankenmonster. Monster must-haves are their Mad Science book, plus their Zaptastic juice box, and their monster pet is WotC. It appears they're kind of taking the like Ghoulia route with Frankie, like making them very smart, like that's their thing, which I don't mind, but I just don't like that Ghoulia is kind of getting left in the dust, because I still love Ghoulia, even if her G3 releases have been a little questionable. That's okay. Okay, now I'm going to unbox these two dolls and we will take a closer look. They will join my ever-growing Frankie army, and I'm so excited about that. Okay, let's go. Okay, I am back, and I forgot to mention this in Cleo's video, but I really like how these accessories come out now, like in one piece. Before, they were sort of embedded into the box, but I think this looks really cool, and it makes it really easy to unpackage. You can kind of just, pop the pieces out. We have a little Mad Science book. It does not open. It's just one chunk of plastic. We have, this is cool. This is like Lunchables. As you can see, the tray does come off, and then you can see like, it's not painted, but you can see like the cover. Although, did y'all see that TikTok that said like Lunchables have lead in them? That made me sad because I love Lunchables. And I don't know if that's true or not. Sometimes misinformation gets spread, but here they are. I think they look cool. The best one still is Claudine's sandwich and the Draculaura bento box. Those are the best. And then this is like a little calculator, not quite an eye coffin, but kind of a cool accessory. I don't know, I kind of like it. And there's the back. I really like that. That's kind of cool. This is a beaker in this really nice, bright pink plastic. I like the bolts. We don't get that on Frankie, but we get it on a random beaker. Pretty cool. And then we have, it's kind of like the version of like Capri Sun. It says Zaps, and the little faces are really cute. I like this accessory as well. Any accessory that they can easily hold, I'm fond of. And I do like the books too, because you can kind of like nestle them in between their arms as well. And then here is the sunglasses. These look nice. I like these way more than Frankie's first sunglasses mold. Let me show you the difference. The plastic's a little different. The shades of blue are different. These feel like they're more clear, whereas these ones feel more like opaque. And they just feel more sleek and modern. These were a little chunky. But there are all of the accessories. I just wanted to show the way they came packaged. I thought it was kind of cool, and I like that update. So kudos to you, Monster High. Okay, now I'm going to take a closer look at this refreshed Frankie Stein. Here is a close-up of their face. Oh, I love their face. The lip looks really nice and full. Mine doesn't have like any blemishes or errors, which I love. Their eyes are gorgeous. There's like a silver eyeshadow on the top, and then in the bottom inner corner, there's some yellow, and it fades into 2 different shades of blue. Pretty simple eye look, but it's very, very sleek. I love the way it looks on them. And I think I might have said earlier that I thought the hair had gel in this part. It doesn't. It just kind of looks strange. Maybe it's just the way it was styled in box. But there's actually no product in this hair whatsoever. It's just box hair, you know. Just give it a good wash and you should be fine. But these clips are attached with some elastic right there so they don't fall off. And they're kind of just attached to this pink and black kind of like money piece that frames Frankie's face. There you can see there's some white tucked in behind there as well. So you can keep it like that. I'll probably remove it so I can like wash their hair and then reattach it later. But they are really cool. They're just kind of meant to look like stitches, you know, like there's like an X stitch and some like regular stitches. I like that. And then their earrings are a clear, translucent, not clear, like a translucent pink plastic with like a bolt and, or is that a nut? Is that a nut? I think that's a nut. And then like a lightning bolt. I really like their earrings as well. I like the clear plastic going on here. One thing that they do a lot with Frankie is like mix tones of yellow and green. Like we have green here and then yellow here. I kind of prefer if they just pick one and stick with it. Like if this was green, I would rather have this be green and vice versa. But sometimes they like include both yellow and green, and it can be a lot sometimes. Whatever. I still like Frankie's like color story. I know people kind of don't like the pink, but I do. I really like the pink, especially this streak in their hair. We did get pink on Amped Up Frankie, so I don't know why everyone's acting surprised. Like we've never seen Frankie with pink hair. I really like it. They have a side part with some like black and blue streaks throughout. And it is saran. And this is beautiful, like icy white, which I like to reroot. And it's really hard to find like an icy white saran hair color to reroot with. So I always appreciate when we get like Frankie's with saran in this really nice white color, because I can't find it myself, which sucks. And I have had some Frankies already start to turn yellow, which I'll show you later. So yeah, do be careful. I don't know if there's any way to like prevent that, or if it's just something that happens with time. And then they have a little choker with some safety pins in like a translucent blue plastic. It is a different type of translucent blue than this hair clip for whatever reason. And then moving on to their fashions, they have this really, really cool like denim jacket with lots of details. I like the pink stitching on it. And then this green section with like these stitches as well. It's like a pleathery like vinyl fabric, which it's nice because it's kind of like a switch up of material. This whole doll's kind of like patchwork themed, which I like, but I just don't like this material so much. It's a little stiff. And then on this arm, there is like this little patchwork with this lightning bolt detail, like that little applique. This side, as you can see, does not have that. And then does the back have anything going on? The back is pretty plain, but I like this jacket. It's pretty cool. And then they're rocking a pretty simple like pink tank top with some lightning bolts on it. I'll take the jacket off later and show you the look without the jacket. Their belt is really cool. You have like half of the design is like a studded belt, and then the other half is like a regular belt, kind of going on with that like mismatched kind of patchwork motif with some chains hanging off of it. I like this belt. I really like it. And then their shorts are really cool. One half is stripes. The other half is just like a blue fabric. And it is a little frayed at the edges, but there is some stitches there to prevent it fraying all the way, which is nice. And then let's take them off their stand. Oops, the stand stayed. I will take a closer look because I want to see what this like looks like underneath. Like, how does this work? Because it's only on one leg. If you don't know, Frankie often has like an asymmetrical design for like the lower half of their body because they always want to highlight their prosthetic leg, which I really like. And you can even see on this prosthetic leg, we have a nod and a hint to Cleo. There's like a little hieroglyph there. We have a flask, lightning bolt, like a molecule safety pin, and a stitched up heart. I just love that we're getting a nod to Clinky. And then here are the shoes. I love these shoes. Oh, we had something like this with like a Frankie budget doll. Let me show you. Like these shoes, and I love these budget shoes. We've never gotten them reused on Frankie for whatever reason. I've been like dying for this mold to get reused, but this is something similar. They're not quite the same. As you can see, they are different. They're kind of like inverse of one another, where this one is like black with pink accents and this is pink with black accents. But I just think this is such like a classic Frankenstein kind of like silhouette, and I love this type of shoe on Frankie. So I'm really glad that this new refreshed look has these really cool boots. I would like some more paint detail, but I can probably just like paint the stitches there and like the nuts right there and stuff. And on the bottom, there is Frankie's skullet and a lightning bolt. That's pretty cool. Okay, that is basically their whole look. They do have a backpack. It did come like tied with elastic, which I just kept it there. It's kind of simple, not my favorite. We do have this more like, I don't know what to call this printing technique, but we are getting more of this used on like doll accessories, which it does do a lot, you know, of covers a lot of like surface area, which I like. And yeah, this probably can be removed if I had to guess, maybe not. Little yellow chains, some studs, some classic Frankie motifs, and you can stuff accessories in there. But that is everything about this new refreshed look. I really like it. I really like this doll. They're pretty good. They're more than good. I really love them. Okay, I'm gonna take the jacket off and then try to see what's going on underneath for this like mesh piece right here. Okay, here they are with the jacket off. I think this looks really nice too. You can kind of like style it down, style it up. Closer look at the tank top and the shorts. Yeah, I like this a lot. Now I'm gonna see like how this piece of mesh works on them, like what's going on there. Okay, so interesting enough, it just kind of like hugs right below their thigh. And you can see there it is. I really like this piece. I just feel like it makes them feel more like a Monster High doll. So I appreciate giving us this fabric. They're very similar to the tights that the refreshed Draculaura got, but I really like it. It's really versatile. I could see people loving restyling with this piece. I love it myself because look how cool that is. And I love the asymmetrical look Frankie always has on their legs. I think it's a really good message to like say, you know, you don't need to hide the parts of yourself that are different. You can highlight them and accentuate them and be proud of them. So I really like how they always try to remain true to that design principle. Okay, now let me redress them and compare them to their original look. Okay, as I was redressing this doll, I noticed another cool detail that I forgot to mention, but towards the back, like near the nape of their neck, they have this really cool like striped section of hair. And I don't know, I really like that. I feel like stripes are such a quintessential part of Frankie's design, and I think this just is a nice little touch to a doll. I'm someone, as you can probably tell, who loves to get like all versions of the character. I know there's people out there who are like, I only need one Frankie doll, like I'm good. No, I love getting all of them and comparing them and seeing the differences and like what makes them special and different. And the more special and different they are from one another, like it just makes me appreciate them more in my collection. So like a small detail like that, like a little peekaboo moment that you might not notice or see, just feels cool. I really like it. Their hair feels really special and unique compared to a lot of the other Frankies I have. I just love this doll. They're really, really cool. Okay, now let me put them back on their stand and we'll compare. Finally, we'll compare, I swear. Okay, let me grab them so we can start off with the faces. Okay. So on the left is the original look, and then on the right is this refreshed Frankie. I don't know why, but mine on the left like has really tiny eyes. I don't know if that's normal or if that's just because I have one of the newer batches, but like their face is so tiny. Like the eyes look so small. And we got that like peachy pink lip a lot for Frankie. I feel like there was a lot of times where like we wanted like a darker lip and then we would just get like a pink lip. So I'm glad that we're finally getting into this territory of like darker makeup. It looks really cool. But strangely enough, I feel like even this Frankie right here has had quite a face journey. Like, let me show you some other core Frankies. I have some back there. Let me grab one. Okay, I grabbed this one from way back, but this is like a core Frankie, one of the Indonesian variants. And even seeing their faces side by side, you can see how different they look. Like the eye shape is vastly different. Like even just between core Frankies, some of their faces are so strangely different. Like even the lip color looks a little different. On the left is more leaning like more corally peach than this right one. So this doll's just had so many batches and releases that all of them are going to look so different. And let me pull out my very first Frankie for you to even show you how different that Frankie looks. Okay, so this Frankie right here, number one, hair, very yellowed. But this was the first Frankie I got from G3. I remember I got Frankie, Laguna, and Draculaura at Macy's. I went into a Macy's like store location and asked the person if they had these dolls, like gave them the UPC codes. The lady like typed it up and was like, oh, we don't have them in store, but I can order them for you. So I literally read out all three of the like UPC codes, had her order them for me to my house and got them delivered. And this was that Frankie. This was when the packaging, like the little Monster High logo, it like was a separate piece and you could easily pull it out if you remember that. But even just looking at this Frankie's face, let's compare it. It's kind of backwards. I like to do like, you know, left is old and right is new. Okay. Comparing their faces, vastly different. Like, ignore the bangs and the yellowing, but they were giving us blush down when G3 started. And then as G3 has evolved, they've like, I don't know, where's the blush? Like, I love the heavy blush. And I love this face. I love that I have like one of the earliest batches and then one of the newest batches to see them side by side. Even like the scar is very different, right? You see that like little scar right there? It's a lot darker. And then on the new one, it's a lot lighter. So yeah, there's just a lot of, I don't know, discrepancies maybe isn't the right word, but a lot of variation even between one single doll, right? Between the lifespan that they've had on shelves. So pretty interesting stuff. Also, I'll show you real quick. Look how yellow this Saran has gotten. It's so yellow. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. And I don't mind it because I love this doll so much. Like they're one of my favorites because they're one of my first G3 dolls. Even though their bangs look a little silly, I still love them so much. And the yellowing is very strange because these dolls don't have like a glue seepage issue. So I don't know what the reason is for that. But I wanted to highlight them because I love them so much. Okay, now on to the comparison. Sorry for all of the distractions. Okay, now let's look at the Watsies. Honestly, Watsy's just kind of ugly. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe this pet is just ugly. I think the first one's better with these like little lightning bolt wings, as silly as that is. But like, you know, he has a little bandana at least. He changed up his hair from green to pink. This just has like no paint detail, so it's a little sad. This one's a lot cuter. But I don't know, whatever. Just want to show off the pets real quick. And then we get an eye coffin with the first Frankie. We do not get that with the new one. But I feel like the calculator is a little comparable, you know? Right? I feel like that's kind of cool at least. And then I already showed off the glasses. Let me see what they look like on this new Frankie though, because Cleo's did look pretty good, I'll say. Maybe these ones will look good as well. Okay, let's see. They do. Wow, they look really good. They kind of, are they, maybe I'm onto something here, but are they meant to kind of double as like safety goggles since Frankie is doing like science and chemistry? That could be the case because this kind of frame shape has given me safety goggle. You know, at one point in high school, I did take a chemistry class and have to wear those. So I do remember this a little bit, but I like them. I like them a lot. I like how clear they are. Like you can see Frankie's face still really, really well. These are actually kind of cool. The glasses have all been kind of good, surprisingly, because I'm never really vibing with Monster High glasses, so that's a strange thing. I don't think they're gonna be like make or break. Like it's never gonna be like, oh, the glasses suck, I'm not buying that doll. But it is cool when something is good rather than bad, you know? Oh, another fun thing to compare, I think, between the two is their backpacks. Here they are. I like this original Frankie bag. It's a little graphic and simple in its design, like not really realistic. This new one is giving like a lot more grounded in reality as far as like the shape of it, right? And it's not like a clear piece of plastic. They're both kind of whatever though. I'm not like excited about them. They're just kind of there, you know? They get the job done. That's how I feel about them. They get the job done. These shoes are definitely superior. I like this like platform kind of like Converse moment, but this boot is much better. I still kind of like the budget shoes more, to be honest, because I feel like they have more height on them, but I love this boot, especially if I plan on buying doubles of this doll. I would definitely not mind having extras of these boots lying around. Yeah, not at all. Now, this is just for me because I do love the Frankie and Cleo ship going on in Generation 3, but let's bring them side by side with the Refresh Cleo. Oh, look at them. Wait, they're not focused. Okay, let me focus them. They need to be focused. I need 2 hands for that though, sorry. Okay. Oh, I love them. And their lips do match really well. They look so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I definitely need to fix up, Frankie's hair because Cleo's hair is looking gorgeous, but this is just for me and anyone else there who wants to see them side by side. They look really good. Wait, let me like pose Frankie because Frankie's just kind of like doesn't have a pose going on. Let me figure that out. Okay, that's much better. Now Frankie's kind of like fully decked out. We got the book, the flask, like the little chemistry flask, the calculator, and the backpack. I shoved the Lunchable and the juice pouch in there, put the glasses on, and now here they are side by side. Oh yeah, dream team. Look how good they look. I'm obsessed with these Refresh dolls. I really am. I'm not just coming on here like saying things to say things. Like, I mean it. These two dolls are gorgeous. I think they're eating up their original versions. I really, really do. And I'm just happy to be a Monster High fan. Like we're getting fed. They're giving us really good designs. We'll see how Laguna fares because these two are really, really good. Like Cleo, I'm still just obsessed with. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna fix up this Frankie's hair because it's a little messy. It's a little messy. But look how good they look. Oh, I cannot do this right now. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm not gonna want to do an outro because watch me do an outro and then like I'm gonna come back and be like, here they are with the new hair. Like I just know me. I just know me. But I'll still do an outro because I don't want to forget. Also, this stand is like falling off a lot. Number one. Number two, I should mention this. They do not come with doll stands. My biggest gripe with G3 still doll stands and poly hair. We fixed the poly hair for the most part, but we still do not have a doll stands. And I know, Monster High, you're thinking, oh, we're almost 2 years into the brand. What are we going to do now? Give them doll stands when we haven't given it to them for these past 2 years? Yes, that's exactly what you should do. Fancy Laguna had a doll stand. We know you have it in you. The Creep Productions for $25 all had doll stands, okay? Just please, 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 please. I'm begging. If you know what? Even better, Mattel Creations. Sell like a 5-pack for like $15 or something. I don't know. I don't know the pricing here. A fair price. That way we can retroactively go back and give our dolls doll stands. I will do it. I'll be there. I'm there. Maybe I won't be. Who knows? Who knows? But that I really just want doll stands. I'm gonna forever talk about it because I think it's important. Kids, as much as they want to play with their dolls, they also want to do this and line them up side by side and see everything in its full glory. And when you don't have a doll stand and things just get like thrown in a bin or shoved on the floor, like you're kind of setting the precedence for how people are going to care for your product. And if you give us a stand, the precedence will be they can be on display and taken care of and admired and passed down generations to come. Okay, that's it. I'm going on and on about them, but you get the point. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I will probably go wash the hair, come back, and show you what that looks like. But if I don't do that, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments which one of these Frankies you prefer. I'm not saying you have to prefer this one, but if you don't, I don't know what you're seeing. Just kidding. This one's pretty cool too. I like this Frankie. It's like my fourth or fifth one. So what am I saying, you know? But I think this look is really, really cool. I really like it. I think once you have this doll in your hands, you will see what I'm seeing. You will see the vision and the potential that this Frankie has. They just feel so special and stand out amongst all of these other Frankies I have here, which I will maybe do like a all of my Frankie dolls videos or something like that. But this video is kind of going on too long and I don't want to highlight each and every single doll in the background, sorry. But maybe in the future I'll do something like that, we shall see. But that's all I have time for. Thanks for hanging out with me. My name is Eli and this is my channel Draculija. I'll catch you in the next one, which will probably be Laguna. Okay, bye.
Okay, it is the next day, and I fixed up Frankie's hair. I literally just boil washed it. It was super simple, and then stuck the clips back in, and there they are. Let me try to do like a shot of their hair. You can kind of see. Very nice. Not as long as Cleo's, but still really lovely saran hair. And I have to say, I love this doll a lot. I feel like they stand out amongst the other Frankies. Their design and styling is very cool. Displayed next to Cleo, even better. Like, I still love this Frankie. They're classic. They're the original. Don't get me wrong, but Monster High did a really, really great job with this refreshed look. And that's all I have for y'all today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be doing Laguna next, and I can't wait, so stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.